Hello, I'm Susan Jane, and hang on, let me just adjust this. No, wrong button, this button. I'm doing a quick live flower reading. Well, not live flower reading, sorry, because I haven't got live flowers. This is a flower image reading, and it's a relationship goal. So this young lady has met this gorgeous young man and wanted to have a little bit of an understanding of it. And so we're doing this flower reading. Now, here's the flower. I forgot to, let's do this one. Gotta get these buttons right. But anyway, here is the relationship flower. This is the number that she chose. And when we look at this flower image, the first part of the motivation we look at, which is the landscape picture that it is, or the landscape image it is, her relationship goal wasn't about her so much, it was about her community. Now, when we look at that, the greater aspect of it. So when we're looking at a relationship goal for her, she needs to, well, she has taken into consideration the community around her. So that would be her family, her direct children, if there was children there, her direct siblings, her parents. The whole goal for this relationship is to make sure that the person that she is in a relationship with does suit the environment that she is in. So that was really, really important. However, when we look at the background of this image, it is blurred. So it isn't 100% important. It's not that important, but it still is there, and it's there because of the landscape image. So we have got a bit of that blurring in the background, but also when we look at the blurring in the background, we can see these lovely images of the green leaves behind. Now, leaves are our guides in life. Okay, this is what's going to help guide us. Now, we can see them as blurred in the background. So they're not a strong guidance where they're basically physically helping you get there. That's more of that blurred background guidance. And they are of a physical nature, although this one up here is more of a spiritual nature. And so is this one up here. So there is a little bit of guidance coming from above as well. But the main one was past physical guidance that is blurred in the background. So they are there, but they're not directly in that sort of context. I wouldn't say it was your girlfriend that you see all the time, because it's not clear. It's somebody that you have seen before. It's in the background. But when we look at this beautiful flower, and what I love about this flower is the simplicity of it. This relationship isn't caught up in all this finery, all this pomp and ceremony. It is a simplistic relationship, which means that you're not hiding anything. Look how open that heart center is. You're not hiding anything. It's like, here I am. This is what it's all about. Love me or get the hell out of here. And I can see that what has attracted this person is the beautiful, the elongation of the flower petals, which is petals are attraction, right? The elongation of them are suggesting a masculine aspect to it. So when we look at masculine, it's probably a little bit more direct. It's more of a direct form. It's not beating around the bush. So in your attraction of this person, or the goal that you want, the relationship goal you want, you're not beating around the bush. You have a pretty clear understanding of what it is. It's not full of pomp and ceremony. It's basic, it's simplistic, it's easy to see, it's very, very open. We look at even though these are elongated and they're more of a masculine aspect, the pink is showing us the femininity coming through, that fun, that not childlike, but that beautiful feminine fun aspect that's coming through. It's really highlighting it. And because it's on the outside of the flowers, it's suggesting that that's the first part of attraction. So this is who I am. So you can imagine if somebody was, if you were playing in the park with your children, and you're doing something that's active, as in playing tennis or kicking a football or something, you are doing that masculine aspect of that physical side, but you're doing it in a feminine way and a nurturing way where you're playing with children. That's the sort of way that you will attract the right type of person. So that's how you could do that. And then as your attraction comes closer to your heart, to the heart center, we can see that it's actually lightening up. So it's becoming more of that white and more of that purity and more of that openness and that honesty. We get into the heart center and we go, okay, there's some darkness around the heart. And we've all got darkness around our heart because we've all had pain, conflict around that area to a certain degree. And some of it will be a lot more exposed and affect us a lot more. This is just a little, it's got this little border to your heart, which means that this person has to be able to negotiate those areas. And that's going to take a little while to get to, but they've got to negotiate those areas of darkness. And I say not deep dark, but we carry on our emotions and our feelings going forward. And so it's this ability to just negotiate that little area for them to get to the heart. Hey, it's not always easy. We may attract what we want and where we want to go, but that person has to be willing to cross these sort of little dark patches to get through to the heart center. And it's almost like a test for them. And that's fine. That's cool. I can understand that. And the actual heart center, we've got a lot of mauve in there, a lot of the purple colors in there, which, look, I see as romance. I see it as, what is it, meditative? I see a lot of the mauve. It's not the deep purple of the royal of that side of things, the royal purple, which can be really, really deep. But I see it as a softer mauve. So I see it as more of a romantic aspect to it. So when they get through these areas, these deeper areas where, and they're not, even though they're dark, they're more deep, I should say, rather than dark, because they're areas that you need to go in deep for them to really cross over into the heart. And it's like any relationship. When we're first meeting somebody, it's always, everything's always bright and bubbly and rosy, and it's really cool. But as we start to get deeper in and the relationship develops more, becomes more heart-centered, there is those little darker, deeper areas that we need to address. There's going to be areas that flare up and you're going to go, WTH. There's going to be those areas, but they can be crossed. And when we cross them, we go into the beautiful mauve. And I see mauve too as meditative. It's at that calming stage. So it's getting past all the problems, issues, the hiccups, and getting into that beautiful calming stage. And when we look really deep into that flower image, the heart, there's lots of that little image there, you might see it as one mauve area, but there's lots of little bits and pieces in there. So we're saying there's lots of little tiny areas that are going to be calming. There's going to be areas there like, oh, does he make the bed in the morning? Oh, easy. Oh, and you're going to find those, that's just crazy, but those funny little areas that are just going to really ease things off, and you'll see those positives there. The other aspect to this flower image too is this goal down here. Now that looks like a past old goal. That would have been a goal that you may have had, and it looks like it's almost closed up and gone. So it's looking at something in a completely different area and looking at it in a really bright, beautiful way. Also, this flower is to the right of the image, which is suggesting forward, a future. So we can see that flower image going into the future. We can see that relationship going forward. So it's got a really, really positive aspect. Probably the only thing you've got to watch, again, is those guides in the back there. They should be helping you the right way, but they may bring up a few things that are a bit questionable, that you may go, that's only there to help you look at the big picture. That's all. Okay. It's only there to sort of go, okay, that they may be thinking this way. And this is more of a masculine guide. So it's very, very direct. They may be thinking in a particular way. It doesn't mean they're right or wrong, and it doesn't mean you're right or wrong. It is just there, and it allows you to have a look at the big picture of it. So I can see this relationship being really easy to enjoy and very, very open. Don't hide anything. Be open. Don't bombard him either. But you don't have to hide anything. If you hide something, you're going to have those issues. So keep it open and honest. Okay. So that's really good. Congratulations. And I hope it all goes well. You know who I'm talking about. But that's how we read flower images in relationship goals. So we all have different goals. Now, you may not pick this image for a financial goal, but intuitively, this lady has picked this image for her relationship goal. And I wish you all the very, very best. So that's me. I'm Susan Jane. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me just quickly put on my other little closing one, and I will say bye for now.